Hey, everybody. GG's in the house. Oh, boy, that's really dark. Yeah, I don't have the green screen up at the moment here. My eyes are super sensitive to the light today. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep the lights out, keep the camera off, and just have a good old regular Just the Games stream today. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a wonderful Halloween. Everybody got home safe. Nobody that you know was hurt or injured or had themselves a sugar rush and a crash afterwards, because you know how kids are when they crash. I hope we have ourselves a wonderful stream here today. Oh, that sounds kind of loud. Let's get that turned down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, no, I am... I woke up about 45 minutes ago. Oh, and my eyes just still haven't adjusted to any light or anything else yet at this point in time. So, yes, I'm having one of those light sensitivity days. But it was awesome last night. I went and visited my sister. Helped her set up a few of the hanging decorations and such like that. Her one shoulder is really bugging her, and so I was like, yeah, not a problem. I'd come over and give her a hand. And so she watched all the dogs and everything else while I went and handed out all the candy and that, and saw all the kids running around in all the usual outfits. So I saw tons of witches, tons of zombies, tons of skeletons. I really do like some of these little puff-up style costumes that these kids have now. There was a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, first time I've ever seen one of those. I have seen a witch in a cauldron before, so I saw two of those, and I also saw a couple of those dinosaurs, so it was awesome. It was awesome. It was a great night, lots of fun, lots of kids, tons of kids. The weather was fantastic last night, so I didn't get to hand out any candy at my place, but like I said, handed them all out at my sister's, and the kids were just fantastic. They were all screaming trick or treat, and there was this one little guy. He was dressed up like Michael Jackson in what's the Smooth Criminal, and man, that kid, he knew how to moonwalk. Wow, that was crazy. He just did this thing right across the deck and everything. It was like, dude, you get 2 candies for that. It was awesome. A tooth off of the timing. Well, as long as you got a timing gun and all that, you should be able to get her done. But, folks, shoot, we got about 20 seconds. Get your drinks, get your snacks, get your butts in the comfiest position so we can kick back, relax, unwind, and enjoy today's show. Yay! Yeah, no, unfortunately, my gaming mouse, it died, folks. It finally died. After years of service, it finally kicked the bucket. Hey, Dynamite, how you doing? Oh, there we go. All right. So, yeah, we're just going to leave the music on. Let's get over to the game screen. I guess that would help for you folks. So today, we're going to go work on that Ferris wheel. Woo! Now, we have done it already with Bones and Deuce, but I got my own campaign to play, and I want to get this done so we can get the second jobs going on. So, Ferris wheel, sightseeing attraction. The beach and vacation resorts are ready for the summer. We just need to add another tourist attraction by the water, and the season can start. So let's do that. Change the job to the high payday, of course. So we have a meeting, we have a bunch of excavaciones, some materials, and a whole ton of crane work to do. So yay, let's do it. Let's get it all up and running here. We'll accept the contract, and we'll go over here to the vehicle fleet. And I know we're going to be needing several items, so we'll grab the concrete mixer. We'll grab the excavator. And what else we'll need? Oh yes, we'll need the tractor with crane and the multi-trailer. Okay, I think that's all that we're going to be needing at the moment. Let's run over here, grab one of these vehicles, and get on going. So, yeah, no, ran out of candy by 8:30 p.m. and my sister goes to town on candy. So normally I pick out about 3 boxes between 50 and 60 candies type of deal on each one, and I usually end up having about a handful left over. But not at my sister's place there. No, we were ran out, and she had like I think 8 boxes of candy of around 50 each. So it was a busy night last night. It was awesome. Anybody hand out candy and find and see any amazing costumes. Now I am using the controller here today. I do not have the steering wheel hooked up at all. Yeah, the steering wheel or the Logitech controller. It's just all going to be controller work today. Just the Xbox 360 controller. Alright.
Now that the tourist resort has finally been implemented after years of planning, our next step should be to do something for families and young people too. Nothing is more exciting and entertaining than a trip to the pier. The city didn't want to designate the entire beach for recreational activities, but I was able to win them over for a particularly promising attraction in a certain area of the beach. The plan is to erect a Ferris wheel near the water at the foot of the pier. Good luck.
Now, folks, hopefully, Streamlabs will rear itself up here today, because I got a link in there for A Walk with Ghosts Seasons 2 trailer has just dropped on Bone 13's channel. If you haven't checked it out, Bone has done another masterpiece, so check it out. If you haven't already, go check it out. Alright, waiting for Streamlabs to say that, yeah, I'm going to work today. It's worse than a union job, I tells you. I'm really hating this thing. Hold on here. There we go. For some reason, oh man, why? I don't understand. I went through and I remapped all the controls here and everything else with you folks in the last episode, and it's decided to just go ahead and change itself back again. Why is everything inverted? I don't like it. Why is it not sticking? Excavator. I want to open and close bucket. These are, yeah, this way. This way. Good. And it's not working at all. Of course. Oh, grr. Grr, 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 grr. Rotate left, rotate right. This is the way it should be. You bastards. What is going on with this thing? Huh. I don't understand why. Oh, come on, game. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, they really messed this game up when it came to the controller settings and everything. Gamepad. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to reset all keys to the default. And, oh, okay, I see what I did wrong, maybe. Main boom up. You go up, main boom down. Go down. Yeah, see, now it says the stick boom. Oh, hold on. My bad, hold on. Left up. Left down, there we go. Alright. That should work. Fingers crossed. Alright. One of those days. Everyone's just not making the power. Should just go get her dialed in and up and running. Ah, gotcha. I threw your day for a loop, did I? Yeah, okay, this is right. Open bucket. Close bucket. Hold on. Let's try that. There we go. All right. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Okay. There we go. Okay, things are better. Oh yeah, Gigi is not 100% awake yet this morning. But yeah, like I said, anybody had any amazing costumes show up at their door last night? I was impressed with everything I was seeing. Bunch of kids with really good manners last night. There was nobody that I saw that was causing any problems, or no kids were pushing each other in front of the lines or anything like that. It was a really good year. No toilet paper when I was on my way home in the middle of the night. Didn't see anybody place get toilet papered up. No late night kids hanging around smashing pumpkins or anything. It was like, sweet. Yep. Very true, bud. Yeah, Gold Rush had a lot of messed up controls, didn't it? Yep. But we got it to work. We're working with what we got. We're cooking with Crisco this morning. Yeah, I'm just dumping it off to the side. Like I said, since we've already seen this with Deuce and Bone, I didn't really think that I needed to do the full-on craziness that we did all together, where we sold everything and all that. We got lots of monies in the bank right now. We're at 4 million. So I did, off camera, I finished that road that's all the way around the motel there. So that is done. Don't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, I'll probably do, like I said, a lot of the jobs all by myself off on the side. Get this done here today. Just because we can. %. All right. The great thing about this is as soon as we finish all this digging, it's just going to 100% clean everything all up for us, so I'm not too worried about it. So anybody go to any parties or anything else like that? So how it worked was we handed out candy until 8:30, and then we just hung out, just chatted for a while, and calmed the animals down. She's got like 5 dogs, so they were all super excited. So we ended up taking them out to the park type thing, went for a bit of a walkabout and all that, and watching all the other kids and everything else going around to all the houses and such. It was awesome. It was a good night. It was a real good night. I was hoping that would have made it a bit farther than that did. So that was done. All right, let's get ourselves lined up. Back that bus up. Only got 2 more to do. Woo. Took the dogs out for a walk, and then what did we do after that? I ended up FaceTiming Captain Caveman after he got back from his trick-or-treating at 9 o'clock. He was tired, but that boy filled up one of those giant shopping bags. Reusable one. So he's got lots of candy. He's got a sugar rush for a couple of weeks sitting right there. Don't envy his mom. He's like, Dad, did you have any candy left over? I'm like, no. And I told him that, you know, we went over to Auntie's and we hung out there. And he was like, oh, don't worry. He's like, I got so much candy. I'm bringing some with me the next weekend. I'm coming down. He's like, I got too much. I'm like, oh, love you, boy. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but I do around Halloween time. That's about it. Jeremy, how you doing, my man? Hope you had yourself an amazing Halloween. It looks like the snow and the rain had saved itself just till after everybody was done trick-or-treating there last night. It was a gorgeous night last night. Absolutely gorgeous. And woke up this afternoon here, this morning-ish. And yeah, the weather turned rather south. There's a ton of rain and snow going on here right now. I know, I just emptied that out. It'll, like I said, when clears all this out for the 100%ers, it will clean out all this extra dump load of dirt that I got going on. What is that sound? Oh no. Oh. I got junk mail. Okay. I'm like, I hear the squeak thunk. What the? I gotta go oil my mailbox apparently. Because it ain't no mail delivery. No, apparently we're not good enough to have mail delivery in this part of town anymore. It still drives me nuts. We have the highest ratio of disabled people. So they made sure that when the Canadian postal workers went on strike, that this was the area that they decided that, oh, we don't need to have mail delivery to the door anymore. You buggers. You absolute rude and crude dudes. How dare you? Alright, so I'll put this here, and we need to get a pallet of concrete elements, pallet of concrete bags, pallet of wood, rebar mesh. Alright, well, we can do that real simple. Alright. Come on up, heels. We shall entail. And need 2 of you, 2 of you, 2 of you, 1, 2, 3 of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, 4. I only want 4. And we'll have that delivered to the construction site. Perfect. Alright. Getting on to the crane work. Oh, this game is so much fun. Jeremy, you the man. You the man. Loving this one. Clink, clink, clink. Oh man, I gotta do some shopping. I am out of hot chocolate. So instead of my normal 1 liter hot chocolate this morning, I only have like one of those 8-ounce mugs. It's blasphemy. Blasphemy, I tells you. Alright, let's just move this over here like so. There we go. And drop. Come on, you gonna follow that hook? You gonna follow it? There we go. Oh, looking forward to playing the Farmers Dynasty games and everything else when, sorry, Wild West Dynasty when it comes out. We gotta be getting closer to its release date. They said it was coming. Didn't say when. They said sometime at the end of 2022, so I'm looking forward to that. I got, unfortunately, with Medieval's Dynasty, I burned out on that one. I told Toplets that, you know, I only wanted to do that game as a content creator. I didn't want to do any of the translations or anything along those lines, and I ended up having to help out there, do all their translations, being an ambassador and everything. It was like, no, no more, no more. I'm going to try to stick mostly to the content creation nowadays. I need to enjoy and have fun on my own. Nelly. So I made, this weekend, I made up a big batch of something that my dad used to make when we were kids. I haven't had it in ages. And believe it or not, it's hamburger, rice, and peas mixed all up with a tomato sauce type thing. It's a base of like tomato soup, some, what's the word I'm looking for? Diced tomatoes, barbecue sauce, soya sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and then you mix it all together like one big sloppy casserole type of thing. It's good. Haven't had it in ages, so I made a big batch of that up. So I got food for the next week and a half. So I'm going to freeze over half of it, methinks, and put that in the freezer. So there's no way that I'll be able to eat all of it before it goes bad. I forgot how much it makes. 4 cups of rice is a lot of rice. Wow. Normally I just do like a personal serving of like half a cup of rice and a cup of water when I cook rice, but no, that was a bit more than that, that's for sure. Whee! So last time we played, we had Little Mac join us, but I don't believe Little Mac has the day off today. So instead of setting things up as multiplayer, I figured I'd just rip through this one pretty quick. Well, as fast as I can. It's a neat little level, but it is a ton of crane work. Ton of crane work. Alright, where are we going? There we go. Whoa! Where are you going? Slow the bus down. One more. One more pallet of wood. Yeah, so my sister had a whole bunch of music playing on her outdoor speaker. She's got, on her deck patio there, it looks like she's got a bunch of rocks, but they're actually speakers. Pretty cool. They work alright. Well, they work for what we wanted to do. So she had all her tombstones and everything else already set up outside and all that. Like I said, I just went over to give her a hand just to, because her arms were killing her. Let's get some music going on. There we go. Okay, so gotta unpack the second set of materials. And then we'll get ourselves some of that concretes. And yeah. Let's do this. So we'll enter into the concrete mixer. Oh, such a dinky cup of hot chocolate. Ooh, that's hot. That's real hot. Haven't had time to get that to cool down yet. Oh. So anybody go out and do any partying last night, or any trick-or-treating with their kids? Don't fall down. Alright. Get the chute out. Extend the chute. Fill up the machine. Turn it on. Fill it up the easy way. Oh, did I go a little too far? Yeah, a little too far. Oof, that was a big bump. Everybody wearing their seatbelts? GG's behind the wheel, look out! Perfect. And now I'm stuck. Alright, not a problem. You can play that game. Oh, really? I got up there on the other side. Say no, not this time. Alright, let's come over this way. We'll try hitting it at an angle again. I really don't want to bring the pumper truck over. The big old concrete pump. No need, no need. We do everything Bones way. If it doesn't fit the first time, get a bigger hammer. Oh, come on, Streamlabs. 1 second. I'm going to see what's going on with Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Cloudbot. You going to wake up here, pal? There you go. Turn it on, turn it off. Let's see. For now, can I? There we go. There's the link for the new A Walk with Ghosts Season 2 that Bone's been working so hard on. So, looking forward to that being released out for the whole public here in about a week. So everybody gets to hear it. I'm kind of partial to it. I play a reoccurring role as Jackson in that series. So if anybody remembers The Welcome Home and A Walk with Ghosts Season 1, I was in those as well. So like I said, little bit partial to it. I know my mom's looking forward to Season 2. She really enjoyed listening to the first one. So we'll find out from what her point of view is from the trailer on this one, because she's been trying to guess and getting me to tell her what's going on for Season 2, and I was like, you'll just have to wait like everybody else, Ma. Oh, come on. Like, no, Ma, you gotta wait just like everybody else. Alright. Back to the crane. Woo! Up we go. Down we go. Oh, my dentist called. I have to go tomorrow get my second splint. I bit through my first splint, so he told the company that they need to definitely reinforce it. Apparently, on the days when I'm in pain, I have quite the bite strength at night when I'm sleeping. So I literally bit through the splint. He's like, holy crap, Jaws. Like, well, I don't know, I was sleeping. He's like, what'd you do? I'm like, I shoveled the snow off the sidewalk. That's all I did that day. And I knew I was going to be hurting that night because of the, just the activity and everything. And he's just like, jeez. He's like, that's crazy. He's like, how do you live like that all the time? I'm like, that's what I've been doing since I was a kid, man. I've had fibro since I was a kid. There we go. Which really makes it hard for my poor neurologists here. For the longest time, they're just like, oh yeah, it's just fibro, it's just fibro, just fibro. And now I'm having all these other neurological issues popping up and everything else. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to need to do this and this and this and this and this. Test you for this, this, and this. And they did find a white matter lesion already, so in my neck, but that's what's been causing my Laher-Metz sign, it's called. It's also called barber chair syndrome, I believe. So whenever I look down and touch my chin to my chest, I get electrical impulses that run from my from the base of my skull down through my shoulder blades and into my arms. And so my neurologist actually hadn't heard of it before until I told her what it was, and then she was like, wow, I've never heard of that. And so she went and checked that out, and she came back and she's like, yeah, you definitely have a white matter lesion in your neck, but there is no demyelination, so the chances of me having MS are pretty slim. However, I'm guessing if they found one chunk of white matter lesion, they'll probably find a few more, so it means I have more MRIs that I'm probably going to have to do. But we'll find out what they say on the 3rd. So in 2 days from now, I will have more answers for everybody and more answers for myself of what the heck's going on. But the good news is that my general family doctor, he's like, yeah, he's like, I didn't realize everything was so bad for you, so we are going to now get you set up with... Unloading is not possible. Why? Oh, because the crane hook was in the way? Interesting. Okay. So once I get through all the all the stuff here with the neurologist because he wants me to find out a little bit more, so we have more information for when we fill out the. It's called AISH. It's assured income for the severely handicapped. So if I can get onto that, it will double the amount that I get per month for my disabilities. But still, it is less than 50% of the poverty line, what you make in a year. But I will have my medications paid for, which is a great thing, except for they don't pay for the medications that I use. So they almost liquefied my kidneys years ago with putting me on a whole bunch of different medications and everything for the fibromyalgia. And they've also given me something that's called serotonin syndrome. So there's a bunch of medications in that I can't take anymore. So as soon as I'm on with the AISH, then I have to do an appeal for special medications. And apparently it's like, the doc was saying that it's around usually, 10% of the people that apply for the cannabinoids, CBD or THC, that they will approve. He's like, I don't really hold my breath on that. So it's going to be interesting. I need another sip of this hot chocolate. It's gonna go quick. Oh man, I have to go out today and go do some shopping as well. I'm down to my last roll of toilet paper. And no, it's not because I was out there throwing it around last night. Just, it's been about 6 months since I bought the big bulk bag from Costco. Alright, where are we going to this guy right here? Alright. Alright, we're down. Come on. Alright, we parked. Let's see if we can get this to load on its own, or do we have to bring over the mobile crane? Well, apparently it says no load. Oh man, means I gotta load it myself. No fun. Let's see if this little oh, and the controls are all backwards on this one too now. What's this one called? Palfinger, isn't it? Concrete mixer forklift, nope. Concrete dozer. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's the mobile crane. Nope. Crane stationary, nope. Excavator, wheel loader, dumper, Palfinger. Haha, here we go. Main boom up. Main boom down. That's up, that's down, that's out, that's in. Okay, that should work. That better. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on with this thing? Is anybody else seeing there be an issue over here? This thing. What? I don't understand. Okay, we'll go with that. That was that's interesting. Somebody needs to put a check on that one. Oh, delicious hot chocolate. And it didn't even... Oh. Liquor. Lager. It didn't travel with me. Oh, wrong button. Didn't want to enter. Wanted fast travel. Again. Spend $200 for nothing. It's going to be one of those days there, folks. Oh, and you folks for hitting that like button. Oh, look at you folks. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it for feeding the algorithm. Alright, I'll park you here. I guess we're going to have to get that mobile crane. Mobile. Check you out. We'll enter. Oh, big stretch, big stretch. Everybody join in with me. Stretch. Oh. I'm surprised you haven't picked this game up yet with you and Eden there, bud. I'm very surprised you guys haven't grabbed this yet. It's just so much fun. Where did I put my e-cig? Oh, it's hiding in the darkness. There we go. I got it. We're good. Crisis averted. Alrighty, let's get ourselves lined up. Let's get her done. Ooh. Last second, I banged it to the upwards as I was looking. Versus, how you doing? You living the life of a sugar rush yet? I didn't have any candy left over. Mind you, I also was at my sister's last night helping her out, so. Normally I have, about, say a handful, anywhere from 10 to 20 candies left over every year, but this year at my sister's house, because the weather was so good, kids were out in droves. Camera cooperates with. Oh man, this is backwards now too. Dumper, excavator. I want mobile crane. Here we go. Lift crane up. Lift crane down. Not much into the sweets. I'm not usually too much either, except for around Halloween. If I'm going to have any type of sweets, really, it's like a hard candy, like Jawbreakers or things like that. Something you can suck on for a long time. Werthers are real good. At Christmas time, I do enjoy... I can't think of the name of it right at the moment. Come on, GG. They're a little caramel kind of cup with a chocolate in the center. Toffee. That's it. Those is what I likes. Actually, do I have to lock this down or something? Or do I have to do that from the trailer? I gotta do it from inside here, I think. Secure the load. Can I drive away with it? Okay, there we go. So yeah, at Christmas time I have some toffees and the little Christmas tree style jubes. They're minty with like a whole bunch of sugar coating on it. So those I enjoy too. Alright, so I want to secure release. Catch and release. Alright, let's get her done. Yeah, I wonder where Streamlabs is today. Streamlabs is being a butt. How am I supposed to show off Bones A Walk with Ghost trailer if it's not popping up, Cloudbot? Come on. Whee. Meow. Alright, so now we need to go get a bunch of those pokies. Alright. Jump back into the truck. Fast travel back over here again. But yeah, those are about the candies really that I eat. I like my Gobstoppers and Withers Originals. You know, those type of hard candies. And, I usually only eat about... Yeah, I'll eat one of those smaller boxes of gobstoppers. You can get larger ones from Wally World, but I don't tend to do that. Oh, come on. Thought we had it made. Alright. Yeah, that should be good. Do. Jump. Jump around. Jump around. Jump up, and get down. So what's everybody's favorite sweets? I've never asked anybody that question before. That's a good question to ask. If you had a favorite sweet, what is it? That can include like desserts like pies and all that type of stuff, you know? What you like is what you like. Speaking of pies, my favorite pie is pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin pie. It's good. It's real good. My second favorite would probably be a peach pie, and then a strawberry rhubarb pie. I'm not a big fan of those treacle pecan pies and stuff like that. Those are just a little too sweet as they stick to your teeth and you're just kind of like, oi, that's sweet. That's too sweet. Way too sweet for this guy. Boston cream pie and donuts. I'm not a big fan of the donuts. I think it might have something to do with carbs. I'm not a big fan of carbs. Carbs and I don't seem to get along. Oh, I put on a lot of weight real fast with carbs. I tell you, ever since I hit my mid-30s. That was over a decade ago. Yeah, carbs and I just have always been not of the greatest friends. Pack on way too much weight, way too fast with carbs. Yep, the Boston creams from Timmy's. Those are the ones that I would eat if I would eat a donut. Yep. Good taste, man. Good taste. Back to the crane. Oh, I gotta unpack these first. My bad. I guess you gotta take the strappings off first. While I'm doing that, hold on a second here. My chat decided to fall in behind. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Alright, we're back in biz. Okay, I gotta clear the marked area. Alright. Okay. A long, arduous job of hooking these up. Yeah, my brother and sister both really enjoy the strawberry white powder donuts. Nah, me not so much. Oh, there was two types of donuts. There was two types of donuts that I used to get from Timmy's. I forgot all about. Do you remember back in the early '80s they had what was called the Ghostbuster donut? So it was like a Long John, but the center was filled with whipped cream. So it had like the long, thin donut with the chocolate glaze on the top, and then the center was just stuffed with whipped cream. It was the real whipped cream, not that fake oil stuff that they're trying to pass off today as whipped cream. I don't like the what is it, Miracle Whip or whatever the heck that they put in their products nowadays. It's just too oily, just ugh. Like, no thanks. Give me the good stuff. Yeah, by about mid-'80s, they stopped serving them. And I don't know why. They were so good. They're called the Ghostbusters. I wonder if it's because the movie Ghostbusters came out in the mid-'80s. I bet you that's why. They stopped creating Long Johns up there? Oh, man. I haven't been to Timmy's and bought a donut in, oh, geez, probably 20 years. Now, if I go to Timmy's now, it's usually first thing in the morning for breakfast when we were, the fam was on vacation. You know, me and the ex-wife and kiddo. We would always get, what's the word? Oh, what's sausage McMuffins or whatever their equivalent is, because they quit doing the Canadian ham muffins, English muffins. That's what they call them. I haven't had even one of those since they came out with their tea biscuit style biscuit. Been a long time. Mind you, I make my own English muffins at home all the time, so it's all right. I use real peel meal bacon, not that fake ham that they try to pass off as Canadian bacon back in the day. Even the real stuff. So yeah, every time we go camping or anything like that, we used to always stop in the morning and pick up a coffee for me, pick up a coffee for the ex-wife, and hot chocolate for the kiddo, and he'd get a hash browns and a bacon and egger. Those were always his faves, bacon and egger. Get one of those. Gets the apple fritter, and you either get the French vanilla or the salted caramel ice cap. Nice. I do enjoy their ice caps, but after I purchased probably about, let's say about 10 of those, usually when we're on our way home from camping, I ended up coming up with my own. Oh, no. Dang it. So yeah, I figured out how they were made, and I just make my own. I did a Discord live stream of me making those. It's not that hard. It's heavy cream, instant coffee mix, powdered chocolate mix, like milk chocolate type stuff. Tons of sugar, lots of sugar, bit of corn syrup, but I forgo the corn syrup just because calories. I put enough sugar into it as it is. I don't need any more calories. I could probably go find the recipe here. It's real simple. And I just decided the one day that I was going to figure out how they make it, and I did. And I nailed it first time. So you just take the heavy cream, the sugar, the coffee mix all together. Take all that good stuff. You freeze it. And then you break it up into whatever type of chunks that you want. Melt it down just a little tiny bit. Add milk. Throw it in the blender. Whip it up, and it's good. It just tastes exactly like an ice cap, without the extra syrupy taste to it, because I don't use corn syrup. If I were to add corn syrup, it would be an exact match. Yeah, they stopped the salted caramel as well. I don't doubt. I mean, I'm not a fan of the salty, sweety type stuffs. Like, no thanks. No, I've never been into salted caramel personally. I think that's more of an East Coast thing than it is a prairie thing. Oh, my hot chocolate's cooling off really quick now. Dang it. Oh. Yeah, I can't believe that mouse. It died. It just completely died. So I thought it was something wrong with my computer there 2 days ago. I was like, oh, there's got to be something wrong with my PC. Then it's like, all right, well, I hooked it up to the laptop, and it was doing the exact same thing. It was like, oh no, my gaming mouse, which helps smooth things down. Ontario here in Gretzky's hometown. Nice. 99, the greatest. I remember when he played for the Edmonton Oilers for years and years and years. Me being in Calgary, there has always been that, the Battle for Alberta rivalry, they called it. And that was back in the day when they had Lanny McDonald versus Wayne Gretzky. Back when they used to do all those promotions and stuff. It was great. Can't remember what year that Edmonton and the Flames were against each other in the finals. Not the Stanley Cup, but in for the Western Conference Finals. And I can't remember, one of the players went after Gretzky, was going to beat the crap out of him or whatever it was, and it just turned into just a brutal free-for-all battle, just a fight everywhere. The goalies were kicking each other's ass. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I miss those days. I miss the early 80s. The only thing I don't miss from the early 80s was, my God, there was tons of cocaine around all over the place. And I mean, I was a kid in those days, and I knew there was a ton of cocaine around in those days. Not that my family was involved in any of that. No, not at all. But it was crazy how much it was just around. I'm glad those days aren't the norm anymore, that's for sure. I'm glad that we legalized marijuana. Holy crap! Now there, you shaking the dust off, Squall. How you doing? My God, it's been a while. It's been like a year? It's been a long time, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I hope you got yourself a bag of candy and you're kicking back, relax, unwinding here. Well, as much as you can unwind. Yeah, folks, do me a favor. Hit the like button. I don't ask very often, but damn it. I kind of gotta, because I'm not doing shorts. I refuse to do shorts, folks. If I do a short, it's going to be on my medical conditions. It's not going to be on the gaming aspect of things. So I don't expect to have high viewership or anything like that. But my God, the algorithm is punishing me right now for not doing shorts. So I gotta use everything else to my advantage. So yeah, right now I guess I gotta live off the algorithms. Yeah, I'm in Canada, so we're legal everywhere. Not that it stopped me before it was legalized, because I had my medical license, right? So, and what a huge difference. Okay, so over 10 years ago, when I first got onto the medical marijuana program, it would cost me well over $1,500 a month just for CBDs and stuff like that. And all you could get was the flower. There was no extracts, nothing like that. I had to make my own, and so I would make canna butter and turn it into brownies. And so that's how I got my CBDs back then. Now, for basically $489 and plus shipping and taxes, I can get higher quality extracts that do a way better job. YouTube is not TikTok, never was, never will be. And I do not understand why they think that they should have to try to corner that market as well. As far as I'm concerned, YouTube has always been the longer format. As I call it, and I've been calling it for a long time, you know, they have snowflakes. They have snowflakes on staff who think that, you know, their only goal in life is to make a difference. And I'm sorry, stealing other people's stuff is not making a difference as far as I'm concerned. Am I doing okay? I'll find out on the 3rd exactly what's going on. Apparently I got more than just fibromyalgia happening. But, yeah, my poor doctor, he's never heard of the diagnosis before from the MRI, other than the one white matter lesion that's in my spine. But it's not demyelinated, so it's not MS. But that doesn't mean that I don't have, like, other white matter lesions in my brain and stuff like that. So we'll find out. I'll find out on the 3rd. Just a couple more days left before I find out. My MRI was on September 17th. And, yeah, so I end up getting the results for that around, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Something like that? No, I guess it was about a month ago. Beginning of October, anyway. Oh my God, Todd, how you doing, man? Everybody's coming out to say hi today. Hi, how you doing, man? How you doing? I hope you got to enjoy your Halloween as well. I had a lot of fun with my sisters last night. Tons of kids and tons of awesome costumes, man. Tons of awesome costumes. You sat in the MRI earlier this year. I've had several MRIs done in my lifetime because they always thought I had some sort of issue going on with my legs and everything for the fibro. They're like, yeah, something's got to be, you know. I've been described by 2 different neurologists now as having the worst fibromyalgia that they've ever come across. The EMG, that, or whatever they call that, electromagnetical provoking thingy, whatever it was. Yeah, they've always said that, yeah, the evoked potential machine, that's what it was. That, I send it off the charts. Like, your legs just don't ever relax, like, ever. Like, nope. Oh my God, Squall. Hey, I know what that's like. I get the migraines with auras, and I've been very, very lucky that they haven't turned into triggers for full-on, like, brain bleed style migraines. I've been very, very, very lucky with that. I'm very grateful, because, yeah, when I get a migraine, I tell you, I squish my head between the wall and the bed. I use the wire frame of the bed, the mattress itself. That presses against one side of the temple, and then I use the wall on the other side to squish my head up against that. Yeah, Todd, we are getting old, but that's all right. We get wiser as we get older. We delegate work to other people. Yeah, it was funny. The video that I showed you guys there a while ago with my twitching with my left arm and everything else. Well, that was the same day that yeah, my brother-in-law came over to give me a hand to shovel the sidewalk because, yeah, we had like, I think it was like 6.5, almost 7 inches of snow, something like that, dumped down on us. And they knew I was having a bunch of issues after falling down the stairs, so my brother-in-law came over to give me a hand. So I was like, oh, that was awesome. Like, thank you. Thank you. Alright, we'll call that good here. Now we'll go get those gondolas. Same place. Same place. Oh, emphysema and pulmonary fibrosis. That's lung issues, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's what emphysema is a lung issue, I believe. Yeah, because I have eczema. Okay, so yeah, so emphysema. That's, I think, is lungs. And pulmonary, that tells me that's lungs as well. So, gosh, oish. Was it caused from smoking, or was it just something that just reared its ugly head and hit you? I mean, I fully understand, you know, where it comes from for me and my lungs. I smoked for many more years than I should have. That's for sure. So I know that I did it to myself, you know, for any lung issues, for congestion and everything else. That was me. I can't blame anybody but myself for that. Wow, they definitely changed this one. The last time that Bone Deuce and I did this one, there was we only had to pick up 4 of these things. Now there is a whole bunch here. Okay. Not sure I really like that. Come on. Come on. Yeah, so if I have any lung issues or anything else later on in life, like I have a little bit of bronchial congestion, but they said it was asthma, and yet, here's the thing. Yeah, 5 years after I was diagnosed with asthma, they said I don't have asthma anymore. It's like, what? This doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. You don't get cured of asthma. Alright, so we'll jump into the other truck. Actually, we can do it quickly. There we go. Fast travel. So yeah, if I ever have any lung issues or anything else, I know where that happened. That was me. That was my own damn fault. Smoking and vaping. Yeah, that's all I'm doing now. I'm doing the vape thing. Whenever my brother's around, I'll bum I'll bum a smoke or two off of them, but that's about it. Don't get me wrong, it's tough, man. It is tough. Ugh. Yeah, quitting smoking has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my lifetime. It's always been my my crutch. All right, so I gotta go up there. All right. Yeah, no, so definitely if I ever have any lung issues or anything else like that, that's my own damn fault. But yeah, no, so far, I can't say it hasn't affected my running or anything like that because, well, I haven't been able to run in many, many years just because of the fibro. It sends a trigger to my legs and I get this little jerk reflex and I do what my son calls the Superman. Because I'd taken wrestling for so many years, I know how to fall properly. And so both my arms whip out, I do a little bit of a twist, and I come down on the on my shoulder and rib cage. And so yeah, kiddos always called it my dad did a Superman today, mom. You know, yeah. I don't have a coffee table in the middle of my living room. I have foam padding on the floor, so that way it's a bit of a softer fall. Yeah, no, I have a very beautiful coffee table that it's at my parents' house now. It's how to explain it? The whole top lifts up, like it's like almost like one of those like desks type of things. So yeah, it lifts up. Woo! So yeah, you can sit at your couch or whatever, and you could eat your meals on it because it lifts up towards you. Game, come on. Give me my hook back. Thank you. It's almost like my hair some mornings. It doesn't want to go into the hair ties. It just kind of gets hung up everywhere. Quit 22 years ago cold turkey and quit drinking at the same time. Ah, nice. I have never been a big drinker. The most amount of alcohol I ever consumed was in my college years when I was hanging out with my buddies and stuff. We'd go out to the bar every Friday. But even then, I learned like the first 3 or 4 times that, you know, I just got absolutely hammered and the hangovers just hurt so much because of the fibro is what I was guessing. Because I don't know why anybody would drink if they feel as much pain as I did. That was just ungodly. I mean, even when I got married, I took, we bought a case of Stella Artois. So, I mean, that's just a 6-pack, right? 6-pack of glass beer bottles. And it ended up, I drank 2 on our entire month of camping for our honeymoon. And yeah, I ended up throwing those out when the wife and I separated 2 years ago. I threw out the other 4 because they went bad. Like, I just never been a big drinker. Vaping hardens the lungs? Ah, I didn't know that. I noticed that my cough is a lot wetter is the best way for me to put it. My cough is really wet since I started doing the vaping. But here's the thing, I really don't like the vape itself, so I vape less than I ever did when I was smoking. And when I was smoking, I was only doing between 3 and 6 a day after I was diagnosed with the asthma. So it's not like, you know, I was a heavy-duty smoker after that fact. Before that, though, man, working in the oil field, oh yeah. Oh man, I was going through almost 2 packs a day, so... Yeah. No, no, definitely I'm behaving now for when it comes down to that. Like I said, like when my brother's home, my brother's now doing what I used to do. He's working in the oil field doing fracking. So, that means I get to hand in my Class 1 license. I will be surrendering that here pretty quick because it's not worth me, trying to go out there and do any of that, driving the grain trucks or anything else for my folks anymore. It's too much pain for me and everything else. And that was one of the main reasons why my brother was like, you know what, I'm going to go out there and get the Class 1 license so you don't have to do this anymore. Oh, dude, you're amazing. Thank you. He's like, you're getting too old and you're in too much pain to be doing this all the time. So he went out and got his Class 1, and he's like, well, if I'm going to have a Class 1 license, I might as well go out there and make some good money with it. So that's why he went and he's doing fracking. Like he says, he might not agree with the practice of fracking or anything else, but the money is just so damn good. At least while he's there, he can make sure that, if the company doesn't do what's right for the environment or anything else, he'll report them. He's just like me that same way. I had a couple of fights with some companies over that. That liquid stays in the lungs? Gotcha. So that's probably why it feels wet. Oh man, 40 a night. Wow. No, that would pretty much put me into tears the next day if I were to have, ooh, excuse me. If I were to be drinking that much. Speaking of drinking, I'm drunk on hot chocolate, folks. Speaking of which, I've got to finish this little glass off. The cocoa bean. My addiction. Some people drink coffee. I don't. Coffee gives me the jitters, and I'd say 50% of the time I get a headache within a couple of days if I drink a coffee, so I don't drink coffee. That, it is so bitter. I do not understand how people enjoy that bitter taste of coffee. But I've been told I'm a super taster. Apparently I have like over 50 taste buds per hole punched area on a piece of paper. That's how they test you. They take a piece of paper that's got a hole punch in it, then they count how many taste buds you have in that little hole area. And I guess on average, most people have between 15 and 20. I have over double that. Oh wow, 3 to 4 nights a week. Ooh, yeah, no, definitely. I'm glad that you no longer have that vice, my man. Definitely. That could do a lot of damage to the brain. I've seen some really scary things when it comes down to that. The brain gets completely, smoothed over or something like that they call it, when the brain loses its wrinkles or something like that from excessive drinking. Not to mention, it kills your pocketbook too. Yeah, I remember going out there when I was in college and spending, like $60 to $80 a night. I bet you now it'd probably be for the equivalent, probably like $240. But yeah, nope. As you can tell, like, you guys can always hear when I vape, when I have my camera on all the time. You guys see exactly how much I vape in that, my average 1.5 hour to 2 hour streams. I might take, 4 puffs that entire time. That's just to get rid of the nicotine cravings. Now, I have been very good. The juice that I use has no nicotine in it whatsoever. It's actually kind of interesting. So my brother comes home and I bum a smoke or two off of him in the week that he's here. I get a little lightheaded. I get a little woozy feeling. It's like, ooh, the buzz does, or the body does a little bit of a buzz type of thing. No, not my greatest thing, but I mean, I do not hide anything. I'm pretty open and honest when it comes down to, my vices. My vices in life. Not a big fan of THC during the day. I'll do THC in the evenings, about a half an hour, 20 minutes before bed. But I haven't done that in a very long time. It's just being on the disability and everything else. There's just no money in that. If I want to eat groceries, then there ain't no THC involved. until I can get the on the AISH, then I can do the medication appeal, and yeah, then I gotta appeal that like 3 or 4 times before they'll finally give that to me. But after they tried to liquefy my lungs and they messed up my brain chemistry with serotonin syndrome, I can't take the synthetic pills. I can't even take blood pressure medication anymore because of that. It really messed things up. Do not get serotonin syndrome, folks. Yeah, double check what your doctors give you for medications, because there are things called contradictions. I can't remember or cannot pronounce it correctly, but yeah, I had 2 medications that were never supposed to be put together. The pharmacy didn't catch it, my doctor didn't catch it, but my brain definitely caught it when it tried to shut down. That was bad. They ended up having me in the hospital for 3.5 weeks, just loading me up with tons and tons and tons of intravenous fluids and everything else. My sense of smell went to hell. Everything in the world stunk like soap and tasted like shampoo. It was gross. It was nasty. And that's when I found out that, pretty much over 1 million people in the world die every year because of doctors, misdiagnosing things and giving improper medications and such. So, yeah, always double, triple check what your doctor tells you. Do a little bit of homework. Don't go out there and Dr. Google and try to diagnose yourself with anything. Don't do that. Don't be silly. But whatever they do diagnose you with, make sure you go and you learn about it. I know as much as I can about the fibromyalgia. But when it comes down to this white matter lesions and stuff, until I know exactly what my diagnosis is, I'm holding off. I don't search anything. The video that I had up there, or I have up there, it's a construction sim video where I showed you guys the twitch that I get in my arms. My God, I've had so many people reach out to me in the Discords saying like, dude, that's not a twitch, that's a tremor. It's like, okay, well, I'll show the video to the neurologist specialist person and see what they have to say about it. But until I have confirmation from a medical practitioner, I'm not going out there and diagnosing myself. I don't go to a mechanic for a lawsuit, you know what I mean? Like I learn what I can from the diagnoses I have. I do not self-diagnose. It's not worth it. All that does is just spread paranoia, as far as I'm concerned. I've seen too many people use Dr. Google to, figure out that, they're hypochondriacs in the end.
Timmy, why do you want to be a weatherman when you grew up?
Because I want to fuck up every day at my job and not get fired. Love it. Oh, man. Oh, and I have hooked up a new sound effect, folks. You guys will probably recognize this one. So I found that the other day. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta put that on my mixer. You don't trust the Blood Labs either? Yeah. I don't blame you. I would definitely, it's like buying a car, buyer beware when it comes down to stuff. Do your homework on it. Like I said, they almost liquefied my lungs once. It's the reason why I get kidney stones and everything else now, because they were trying to find the greatest medication that was going to help me with my fibro. Give me some sort of quality of life is what they called it, but instead they ended up, almost killing me. It's like they figured, the hospital figured that, yeah, if I was probably on that mix of medications for 1 more month, I would be on dialysis now permanently. It's like, ooh, okay. Well, I'm glad that we caught that. And yeah, ever since then, I've had just the worst kidney stones. On average, once every 2 years, I got to go in for surgery, get a kidney stone busted up and removed. Knock on wood, I've been able to pass the last couple on my own. I haven't had to get surgeries to do it, but I think it's because I'm catching them quick enough. And I go in and I get the medications to help relieve the renal colic symptoms. I've learned to recognize that, the cramping in my back and everything else most likely isn't fibromyalgia, as my original doctor was always telling me. He's like, oh, no, it's fibro. It's fibro, man. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's your fibro. Yeah, and then I'm in the hospital because, the twins are cramped up pretty good, and I ain't feeling so good. It's like, oh my God, you have poison in your blood. Your kidneys aren't functioning properly. Oh my God, we need to do this, 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 and this. We need to pump you full of intravenous fluids. We need to give you anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, yada, 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 yada. Like, yeah, okay. Why did you let it go so bad? Because my doctor told me it was my fibromyalgia. No, it's not your fibromyalgia. Like, all right. Doctors aren't perfect. They are definitely fallible. And if they want to put you on a cocktail and medications, get a second opinion. Because, yeah, those cocktails can be deadly. Mom, Dad, and I went for blood work on different days in the same week, and they came back and said all three of us had high cholesterol. Oh. I'm very lucky for that. I have the exact opposite. I have a low bad cholesterol, and I have a high good cholesterol. But I think that's because I don't eat that much overall. Like, I eat once a day, and I don't eat until later in the evenings. Like, you know, I won't eat until well past 6 o'clock. Sometimes I won't eat until like 1 or 2 in the morning. But when I do eat, I can eat a lot of food at one time. I find that if I try to eat 2 or 3 meals a day, oh God, oh man, the weight just packs on. Like, no thank you. I don't need that. I don't like feeling heavy. I like being between 153 and 170 pounds. Anything more than that for my 5'10" 3/4 frame don't feel very good. And I got a big old barrel chest. I'm built like a tank, as everybody says. All three of you eat different foods? Oh. Yeah, no, it's, you know, it's amazing what they can figure out for you this day and age. But like I always say, you know, trust your gut. Trust your gut. You know, you got something going on and you don't think that the doctor knows what's going on, get a second opinion. Is like, yep, you know, just want a second opinion. Just want to double check to make sure that, you know, the doctor is correct before I start pumping medications into my body. You know, it's kind of hard to, when it comes down to MRIs, I mean, you know, I just got to look at the MRI with them and go, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about here. All right. Now I'll go look at it, you know, that type stuff. I come up with my own hypothesis on what's up. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah. I don't always 100% trust the doctors nowadays. Yeah, so we'll find out, like I said, on the 3rd, what's up. No, I have one particular person that is a friend of the channel here, who who has MS, and so is like, I reached out to him and like, hey, in this video here, you know, what's your opinions? Is this a Twitch or is this what was people telling me it was? Oh crap, can't remember. Or tell me it was an intentional tremor. That's what it was. Because when I get the cup closer to my face, it really starts to bounce around. And they were very good. I'm very impressed. They're like, I ain't a doctor, but yeah, you know, show the video to your doctor and, you know, see what they say. You know, I ain't going to diagnose you. I'm like, I really wasn't looking for a diagnosis. I just wondering whether or not you thought it was a tremor or if this was a, you know, fibro twitch. So, like I said, I'll show that video to the doc. Like, hey, what's this, doc? No one runs in your family. Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't been able to run in many, many years. I could probably run for about 15, 20 feet before I'll get a leg twitch. And that jerk, it'll just jerk out in front of me. And yeah, you lose balance real fast when your leg is walking on sunshine, as I call it. Yep. You step down and there ain't nothing there underneath your foot. Even though your foot's where it's supposed to be, it just like, no, there's nothing there, dude. I'm like, what do you mean there's nothing there? There's concrete right here on the sidewalk. It's right here. What do you mean there's nothing there? Like, you don't even feel the concrete. It's just like, you set your foot down and it's not there. It's just the weirdest thing that happens. That is 100% correct, Jack. Walking is just falling and catching yourself. That is 100% correct. And I look weird when I walk. I look really weird. And now we gotta get a Ferris wheel cover. Alrighty, we can do this. And ta-da! Fast travel. Yeah, I learned that at a young age, that walking is just falling and catching yourself. Because when I started falling at the age of 4, yeah, at the age of 4. Yeah, if you look on the Discord, I put in there, I got the video of my twitches, I got all the damage I've done in this house in the last 7-8 years since I've moved in. I've had to replace the thermostat on the wall once. The dehumidifier is kind of just hanging on some tape up against the wall. Yeah, I've done a bit of damage around here. I've broken the bathroom sink. These are all from falls. I've been installed bathroom guardrails because lifting my foot up out of the tub, sometimes my foot doesn't lift up high enough to get out of the tub and I end up falling forward onto the floor. But actually when I broke the sink, believe it or not, that was because I was trying to step onto a weigh scale. And I just walked on sunshine. Like, it just, my leg was like, no. No, what? Come on, what the block is this? Grr. Yeah, the leg was like, no, not going to support you. I'm just going to pretend I don't exist. And that's what happens. And down onto the cover, onto the counter of the sink, and snap the corner on it. But what can you do? You know what I mean? I just laugh. I just laugh. Yeah, great. Thanks. You bastard. Thanks a lot, leg. What? What's going on? Why can't I? Uh-huh. Ferris wheel cover. Special component. Alright. What? It's not here. What? Is it over here somewhere? Hold on. Field sobriety offer says your ABC's backwards. Yeah, I could never do that. On a good day, I'd be like, yeah, screw you. You do it first, pal. Oh, they're right here. Ah, look at that. It's like, yeah, let's hear you do that. So it'd be Z, Y, X, W. Yeah, forget it. Wait, tell you what, you do it backwards, I'll do it forwards, and together we'll just meet in the middle. Say the alphabet backwards, hell. No, I had one. What do they call those things? The check stops? The one guy's, can I get you to walk on the line? I'm like, well, you can, but I can't do it all that well. You know, I have fibromyalgia, and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, here, just watch. You know, I walked on the line for about, you know, I walked the line no problem for back, forth. But then on my way forward again one more time, my leg jerked out, and I was able to catch myself with it. And he's like, oh, well, that's interesting. I'm like, yeah, no, I haven't had a damn drink to drink all night. Like, I don't drink, dude. Yeah, this is just the way it is. This is the way I gotta live life. And he's like, oh, okay, well, you know, you passed anyway, so, you know, have yourself a great day, sir. Like, yep. The one and only time I've ever had to do what do they call it? A sobriety test on the road. No, the guy I had, the officer, was actually a real decent chap. Real nice guy. Unfortunately, my grandfather, on my mom's side, he had been given a DUI. And it was funny. He went into... He wasn't drinking. My grandfather did... No. He never drank. He went in to the police office, whatever it was. He's like, I need you to give me a DUI test. And the guy's like, why? He's like, because you guys end up giving me a ticket for a DUI and I wasn't drinking. I've had a stroke. And so if you want me to do this DUI, tests or anything else. You got to understand that, people with medical disabilities, can have the symptoms of being drunk, but aren't drunk. And you guys gave me a test, or gave me a driving under the influence ticket. Towed my vehicle and everything else. But meanwhile, I have, a stroke. And he had the notice from from his doctor and everything else. They know he's had a stroke. And so they went through, and he ended up having to fight it in court, and he won. He won. Because the officer could not prove, he did not put in his notes that he smelt any type of alcohol on his breath or anything along those lines. And so, yeah, my granddad was able to get out of that ticket. Alright, dismantle. Get rid of you. Alright, we'll get rid of you. We'll store you. Store you. Oh, we gotta clear the site. Speak with the officer, sir.
Hello, lady officer. How are you? You can arrest me any day.
I wouldn't have thought it possible that the city would approve the construction of a recreational attraction so quickly. Your company has certainly done an excellent job, to the great delight of the city, and it will definitely assign more tourism projects to you from now on. Now, we're extremely well positioned and can finally receive many visitors again throughout the year.
You're all
Many
innuendos that
thanks to
she's
you
saying.
and your entire team for the outstanding work.
Well positioned, recreational attraction. A lot of innuendos in that.
But we did it! The Ferris wheel has been completed.
Woohoo! They have to. Here in Canada, as far as I know, they have to pull you over in order to give you a ticket. Upgrade level L Reach. New company expansions are available. Do you want to open the expansion level now?
Yes, please.
But yeah, as far as I know, yeah, they have to do. They have to do that. All right, so we can purchase the foreman. Woohoo! We can purchase the mechanic. Stored construction material machines are automatically repaired 3% faster per. Why won't it let me purchase it? I got the monies. Do I have to get one from over here? Hold on. Let's go to the over here. Mechanic level 1. That's why. Okay, so we got mechanic level 1. Got mechanic level 2. Ooh, getting a whole bunch of unlocks. Okay. And so we're 50% through the campaign. We have to have a balance of 5 million. Ooh. Well, let's purchase this one. Mechanic 3. Gas station 2. Because, I mean, we get discounts on the vehicles. We also get cheaper fuel. Hold on. Let's see. Anything else? So we got parking 3, so we can have the maximum amount of vehicles now. Cheapest gas, cheapest mechanics, cheapest for purchasing. And let's see. Brand new orders land on your desk first. From now you'll be able to offer 3 additional contracts. Woohoo! Nice. Nice. So we also have the foreman. So now we can start taking those contracts. That is awesome. I am so happy. Let us take a look and see. Oh yeah, that looks good. Look at that. It's a bright sunshiny day at 6 o'clock in the evening. Gotta love it. They know if I don't want to pull over, they're not catching you. Yeah, no, it ain't that ain't how it happens here, man. That isn't happening. So I went and I did all the paving of this section of road over in this zone right here. This big U-turn thing here, to match up with the no-tell motel that we had built up over here. So that's all I've done in between. That's it. That's it. Here, let me just turn that light back on for a second. Perfect. All right. And I'll hit this button here. There we go. But yeah, thanks for watching today, folks. Geez, that light is bright still. Oh, eye sensitivity here today. You guys are awesome and amazing. Go check out that link that Streamlabs finally put down, A Walk with Ghosts. That's the season 2. I'll just drop the link down here just as well. That is the trailer for it. I'm looking forward to the full season coming out in the next week or so. So yeah, y'all have been awesome and amazing, and I do appreciate y'all for hitting that like button. It does help feed the algorithm. Y'all are amazing. I do appreciate every single one of these awesome and amazing channel members. Ebus, Shane, Indigo, William, Karsten, Spider at Little Mac, Devin, NE64, Sam, Jack, Bob, Lean Dirt. You all are awesome and amazing. Without your support, I couldn't be able to do the content that I do. It's all thanks to you folks that I'm able to take care of all my Adobe monthly fee and the music, the copyright free rentals. So it cost me exactly $100 every month in order to do that, Canadians. So all your guys' contribution keeps me up and running, keeps me fed by by keeping things going. So thank you very much. I think Deuce is streaming right now over on Twitch. If you haven't checked him out over on Twitch, he's got a great semi-RP series going on with farming simulators. So I'll probably go over there and join up with him in a few minutes here. I'm going to go use the facilities and that, and get the game saved and exit it all out. But you've all been awesome. You've all been amazing. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have yourself a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, good night, no matter where you are in the world today. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Laters! Peace out, y'all.